Hi there. Let's talk about some of the game deals that are going on this week and some of my favorite picks. Fanatical has a lot of really great games going on sale. I guess they do have a spring sale going on. A lot of good Capcom games on sale. So let's go through them. First, we have Mega Man X Legacy Collection 1. And if you followed my sales video, you know whenever this is on sale, which is all the time, I always talk about it, as the original Mega Man X is probably one of my favorite Super Nintendo games of all time, and X4 tops the list of my favorite PlayStation 1 games, with X2 being pretty damn good, and well, X3 is on my give it a shot list. It's not the best, but it's far from the worst game ever. You get all these for $6.79, plus an anime OVA and plenty of extras, so this is a real steal and well worth your time and money. But if you want something else, there's also the Mega Man ZX collection, and I haven't played through all the games on this collection, that I'll admit. I keep getting stuck on Mega Man 0 and 03 and just playing them over and over again, but can you blame me? They're really fun games. Basically, this is a sequel series to the Mega Man X game. A red Reploid is awakened under the belief that he is the legendary Zero and finds out that 100 years have passed since the Maverick Wars ended, and it seems in the last century, the world has gone to hell in a handbasket, and the only livable place is a city called Neo Arcadia, which is now out to exterminate all the Reploids. Zero will have to figure out how to keep the Reploid outcasts and the survivors safe and deal with Neo Arcadia, and that's not going to be easy because the leader of Neo Arcadia is none other than Mega Man X. Like I said, the story in this one's good, the action is still on point, the game is hard as hell. I will warn you of that. Don't go into this without expecting a challenge. However, Capcom did a lot of really good things with this collection to ease up the challenge without at the same time completely nerfing the game. Don't get me wrong, Rookie Hunter mode's there for those who are 5 years old and don't want any challenge. But if you do want a challenge, but you just don't want a robotic foot up your ass all the time, there is these quick save features that give you a lot more checkpoints and get rid of the lives, making the games a lot more easier to get into if you don't want the insane difficulty. I do recommend this collection. Moving on for Capcom for just a moment, I did notice Sonic Adventure 2 is on sale for $4.49. I do want to warn people who are thinking about picking this up to check your monitor. You got an old 16 by 9 1080p monitor, you're good to go with this game. Got a cutting edge, ultra wide 4K screen monitor. You might want to purchase this on Steam first and make sure it works. And if it doesn't, then get a refund. And if you don't have an older monitor, then don't bother picking this up, because for some reason this game suffers from slowdown when I play it on my ultra wide monitor. But I do enjoy a lot of this game, not every part, but I do enjoy it enough to recommend it for $4.49. And if you watch the Sonic 3 movie, this is the game it adapts its story from. Basically, Eggman has awakened this mysterious dark hedgehog who is now causing trouble for Sonic because a lot of people think that Shadow is Sonic, and now Sonic's in trouble with the law as he tries to figure out what Shadow is up to, what Eggman's up to, and try to stop him. It's well worth trying for $4.49 because the Sonic and Shadow stages are pretty fun. The Tails and Eggman stages are not as good or still worth playing, but the less we say about the Knuckles and Rouge parts, the better. Okay, going back to Mega Man, we have the Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection for $25.79, which I think is a real steal. For less than $26, you're getting 5 really great GBA JRPGs, and you're also getting Mega Man Battle Network 4. The games follow Land Hikari and his AI companion Mega Man as they take on the forces of World 3 and other evildoers trying to use the internet to cause harm. When Land needs to fix computer problems, he sends in his NetNavi Megaman.exe to do battle and fix the bugs. It's a fun little card battling game and well worth the $25. I love the fact that they got the voice actor from the anime to redo the parts and the menus of this collection as well. Well done, Capcom, and like I said, I really do enjoy the collection and everything they put into it. Finally, if I do have to go with what's the best Capcom game on the Fanatical sale, I would have to say Resident Evil 2. Basically, this game nails it perfectly. The atmosphere is always tense, the anxiety is always high, but it never gets too scary. The gameplay is on point, the puzzles are really great, the graphics are top notch, and just, this mechanic of where you're stalked by Mr. X through a good chunk of the game is just perfect recipes for thrills, chills, and scares that this game wants you to have. Well worth $10, as this is probably, like I said, one of the best Capcom games ever made. And then finally, a game that I do have to say impressed me more than I thought it would. Hyperdimension Neptunia Sisters versus Sisters for $14.99. Now, Hyperdimension Neptunia is at its best when it's not doing some sort of cheap action game with a lot of fan service, but when it's actually stopping and skewering the video game industry. Basically, when it tries to be like classic Simpsons or South Park to the game industry, it's really fun, and I think they got it right with the story here. It's not the funniest Neptunia's ever been, but it's the most balanced, and if you understand what's been going on with the game industry in the last 5 years, you'll get a lot of chuckles from the satire. Basically, Neptune and the other goddess have gone to the PC continent, leaving the CPU candidates in charge. However, after they investigate a mysterious lab, a mysterious ashen goddess manages to lock them away in this stasis tank for 2 years. Now, 2 years at a time, Netgear has to lead her nation Planitude through something called the Trendy phenomenon, which is bringing monsters and has caused the whole world to be locked down. Again, satire is really great. What I enjoyed, though, was the combat system, although it's not great. Anyways, that's all my recommendations for this week. Do you have any? Let me know in the comments down below, and please leave a like and subscribe.